Welcome back, and time to look at what's been happening locally. Yes, we've discussed the MTN8 final. James Kosana joining me, and we can't move on without getting his thoughts on a lovely turnout out in Nasreddine, great atmosphere, and a thoroughly entertaining final. We were in a
Oh, Caesar, you know, I would give credit to the people that came there to make sure that the atmosphere was just electrifying. You know, in terms of football, yes, people can say the other way around, but for me, I didn't see sparks flying. You know, both teams, I think they were more cautious on each other. No team wanted to go all the way to go and win it. I think it happened just after the 90 minutes mark, and then Pirates said, no, now let's see how is it gonna go. I think if they should have done that earlier on, they should have won the game before it goes to extra time.
Well, entertaining nonetheless, and of course when you now switch things around, the big talking point in moving away from MTN8 is the two sides that are thereabouts at the top of the league table since the start of the season. It's Sekhukhune and the Kaizer Chiefs. There is another good game of football, and an interesting result with Sekhukhune getting the better of Chiefs. First loss for Chiefs, first goals conceded, and some of the fans are saying, well, since Nabi's returned, they haven't necessarily been smooth sailing. Is it a bit unfair for the fans to put it on Nabi?
I think it's a bit unfair because somehow you can be a coach that cannot just control the players as you want them to. You know, sometimes you tell them what to do, but only to find that it doesn't happen. You look at the subs that he had to make because of his dissatisfaction in terms of how do they command themselves. I mean, for me, Sirino is one of the top players that needs to start the game and finish. He needs to be the leader in that team. But for him to be moved outside, I mean, it's the coach's discretion in how you want the player to play.
But the Tinkler, I organize his team well.
I've seen something there. There is a lot of energy in that team.
Yeah.
Every player wants to play. You look at the way they attack when they want to come back and defend. They defend as a team. You look at Mahalo, his pace, even though he didn't get to finish the game, but Mokhaila. You know, for me, he's an attacker. But the way he puts the effort in terms of taking back, working hard, it's something which you can always give credit. The goalkeeper, what a goalkeeper, Nsabata.
Yeah, Toaster.
You know, I thought maybe some little bit of super sport there, but for me, he was my top player.
Now, big games happening this weekend as well. Some of the teams are back in CAF, but I want to talk about Mamelodi Sundowns because now they're fighting for number one. They're thereabouts early in the season against Durban City. The surprise package, I think it's safe to say, of the season so far quietly.
Yeah, they are. Look at the position they are in now. I mean, let's give credit to a team that comes from a Motsepe championship to be right there on top. I mean, these are good signs that you need to hold on as a coach because he's doing well. But I don't see him winning against the Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns are going to win against the Durban City.
Mamelodi Sundowns for you right now, do you think they're past lesser stress with the pressure that came your blues at MTN8, the Pirates?
Not exactly. You cannot just say that because if you look at what happened after the top 8, I mean, they played Makesi, one of the lower teams, and now they're going to be playing like Durban City. So I think it's somehow a moral booster to the players and the coaching staff itself. So I think this is the turning point for them to say, let's prepare ourselves for the big guns that are coming. You look at Pirates, Chiefs, and Sekhukhune themselves. So yeah, I think for them it's just to say we want to up our game.
Well, for Stellenbosch, they've just lost the MTN8 final. They need to start picking up points locally and climbing up the league table in the bottom half currently. They're at home to Richards Bay. Before the focus switches to Culling Knockout and switches to the CAF Confederations Cup, they need points in the Betway Premiership.
They really have to. They really need to win because this is a team that you always want to see them doing well, especially the players that are there. I would also give credit to a player that didn't last that long, Moloisane, for our national team. But look at how he did when he was playing Orlando Pirates. I mean, these are the players that you always want to see. So for me, there is a lot of consistency in the Stellenbosch team. They were just unlucky to lose the final again, the top 8. But I see them doing well in the league. They will start getting the points against the Richards Bay.
Well, also, Jerry Skosana has been a busy man. He's been traveling the country along with Hollywood Pets, and there was a big handover at Willy Primary School. Jerry Skosana was there, but let's you and I find out what Jerry and Hollywood Pets were up to at Willy Primary School.
Willy has been participating in a lot of tournaments, and they've been quite successful. And upon us finding out that they've been struggling with things such as soccer training equipment, netball kits as well, we decided that it will be a great initiative for us to come through and provide support to this prestigious school.
Since you can see that our school is from disadvantaged community, the environment is very bad. So your handover will mean a lot to our learners, especially because sport is the key to success. So we hope that if the learner is not that much into the classroom, the learners with Sports Foundation will do better.
As Hollywood Foundation, we try to ensure that we provide assistance when we see potential in a specific school and a need in terms of training equipment. So by us providing these sort of equipment and attire for the teams to be able to participate, it actually aligns with our broader vision of bringing back to the community, assisting to develop young talents and to develop young athletes as well.
This support will also help us, we as a school, more especially the boys, because we are coming from a disadvantaged school. Therefore, we having a shortage of soccer kids. More especially, we have been moved from stages to stages in terms of competition. So some of our school, we found that they are using techies and all those things. So I think this will really help us as a school.
Sport engisidlalayo isoccer and futhi ngiyathanda ukudlala leso sport ngoba leso sport sona ngibelievela kusona ukuthi talent lami. Lezi zinto engiziphe zona sizosiza like masifuna ukuyojima sikwazi ukujima nathi siprepare for ama games esiyowadlala.
This is very important for the kids to feel like they're part of a community that provides such resources to them on this scale where they have now the material to look even presentable when they're actually playing their sport, especially since these kids come from an underprivileged background.
The message that I would like to send to Hollywood Foundation is that they must not stop giving soccer kids, netball kids to the learners, especially the learners who are disadvantaged as our school. Thank you so much.
You can definitely expect more initiatives like this. As I've mentioned before, that this actually aligns with what we're trying to do as Hollywood Foundation. So we are going to be visiting a lot of other schools, providing similar assistance, because we want to see all our young children achieve all their goals when it comes to sports in our country and as well as KZN region.
Well, that concludes the show, and what a show it has been. Thank you very much to Hollywood Bets for all they're doing and giving back to the game. Thank you to Jerry Skosana. Thank you to Mark Haskins. Let's not forget, of course, the legends that also helped us start the show here, and a show that's been filled with legends, of course, in Mr. Machoro and Golds. I'm Caesar Mapena, and from myself and the rest of the team that is behind the scenes, until next week from us here on Game On, click, click, bang.